Hello all, welcome back to Consciousness Rising. It's been a while since I've done a video. I've had an interesting summer. I work, as I've spoken lots of times, I work as a therapist in schools, so my work has been a lot more limited, which has actually been good. It's been good to kind of like have some time to yourself. That's so important. You know, we run around like rats in a maze a lot of our lives, trying to earn money, this, that and the other, and I get all that, it's all important, but we do really need to get some kind of balance and have rest in our lives. It's so important. And follow hobbies, you know, do the things you love, because life is about enjoyment. You know, we're quick to forget that. This is just a sort of quick psychological health tip to do with depression. Now, depression, I think I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, so sorry if I repeat myself, but it is worth repeating when I talk about depression, because depression is actually misunderstood a lot. Even in the therapy world, I find that most people don't fully understand that depression is not, it's not just sitting in a corner crying, okay? That may be part of it, but depression is much more of a empty feeling inside, no energy, no enthusiasm. The spark of life has diminished as such. And, you know, for me, Alexander Lowen, again, I know I talk about him a lot. He wrote a great book called Depression and the Body, because I don't personally think, from all my years of experience and working with people, that you can get out of depression just by talking about it. Depression is a very deep thing. It seeps into the body, the soul. To me, it's a very spiritual / energetic illness, and the only way out of it is to engage the body. I truly believe that. And the best book I've ever read about depression was Alexander Lowen's book called Depression and the Body, as I've just said. In there, he gives some reasonings. He talks about faith a lot, not in a religious context at all. Many of you will know that I can't stand religion, especially Christianity. By the way, that doesn't mean that I hate all Christians. There are many Christians that are nice people that I've met in my life, but personally, the religion, I've just got a massive problem with it. But that's not for today's video. Going back to depression, I've suffered with it myself. It was a pretty dark time. I felt completely directionless. I felt that there was no point in existence. I used to just lay on the sofa, just not moving, dwelling in my own sadness. But it's more, like I said, it's more than a sadness. It's deep. It's energetic. You can't move. You're paralyzed. Walk to the fridge is like climbing a mountain. So to really, you know, this is a deep, and it requires spiritual healing. And what I mean by that is it requires shifting your energy. Some people just walk past. It requires moving your energy and moving the body. The body is absolutely essential. Any spiritual belief that discards the body is completely incomplete. So, a couple of things you can do. Exercise. I know full well that when you're in a state of depression, this is a massive ask. But it's so important. You must get the energy moving in your body again, because it's like depression's like your energy's gone completely stagnant, and it's like it's just still like a lake, you know, like a lake. Well, you know, movement is completely natural to the universe. Everything naturally is in a state of constant movement, evolution and change. And when we stagnate with depression, we need to engage the body and move. Now, this could be just getting out of bloody bed. You know, I know that depression wrecks people in the sense of they end up sleeping a lot. They've got no energy. You have to get that energy back, but you do it by moving. One of the tips that Alexander Lowen gives a lot, a bioenergetic exercise, is actually to start in bed as you awaken, as you start to come round, is to actually lift your legs up one at a time and kick the bed. And I know that sounds really, really strange and silly, but give it a try. If you're clinically depressed, you'll try anything to get out of it, because no one wants to stay in that state. Although we could talk about victimhood and that, but that's not for this video. So that's a good way to start. Even if you can do 5 kicks, you know, and then increase it. It's like going to the gym, isn't it? When you start to lift dumbbells and that, you can do so much weight and you can do so many reps, and then you slightly increase it. It's the same with this. You've got to start engaging the body. So a good way to start is, as you awaken, kick the bed. Kick, kick, kick. 5. Next day, 10. And slowly you'll notice you'll have more spark. The spark will reignite. It's like the fire. You know, it needs oxygen again in order to keep it alive. And that's what depression is. If you can go for a walk in nature, there's nothing better than that. So even if it's just a local field or park, it doesn't have to be a forest or, you know, a mountainside. It can be anywhere in nature where you, and still the mind and just look around and try and engage with nature. And then maybe you can walk a bit further the next day. This is not a judgment video. You know, I know what it's like. It's awful. It's paralyzing. But there is a way out. EFT, fantastic for depression, as it is with everything. It really, again, because it addresses the energy, and we are energy. Another good one would be breath work. Now, I like the Wim Hof method. There's lots and lots of different types of breath work. Again, what you're trying to do, you're trying to breathe new energy in and get the old energy out, the stagnant energy moving. So, yeah, and depression and sadness aren't the same. You know, just to reiterate that point, sadness, a lot of people think they're depressed when they're sad, when actually sadness can be part of depression, but the deep depression is often a feeling of numbness, lifelessness, complete lack of direction, can't be bothered to do anything. You can see why suicide, you know, does become an option, because it's not nice to not feel. We must feel. We're feeling creatures. And what we must feel is pleasure. That's what we're here for. We're here for pleasure. We're here to grow and expand, but we're here to enjoy life. You know, I'm as you will know if you've been watching my channel a while, I'm not a doom-laden truther. You know, they never ever give you solutions. They just moan and moan about this, that, and the other. So that's just it, really. It's a quick one today, but try and move the body. Try and hit the bed with your arms, but with your legs if you can, 5 times a day. Twice a day, if that is what it takes. You will start to notice a difference, I promise. So, yeah, that's the psychological health tip today. I've got so many videos planned now. It's just, I needed the summer. I needed to regather my energy, you know. Anyway, see you in the next one.